So delighted to be joined here by Adam Smith after a fantastic night of boxing. Adam, just a really quick review of, the night.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, it was a great night. It was a shame about the main event being curtailed from two, savage cuts, but that's what happens in boxing. And it was a messy, scrappy start, and both of them couldn't continue really. I mean, two doctors in there. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. But that's what you get in boxing. Levi Giles and Kez Ashfaq dished up an absolute mini classic. It was terrific from start to finish. And there were two draws. Who'd have predicted that? I thought Kez was a bit unlucky. I thought he won the fight. But I actually thought it was his best professional performance. But Levi Giles put everything into it, and he was rattling in those body shots, hoping that Ashfaq would tire. It looked like he would at one point, and then he came back. Giles had that knockdown at the beginning. It was a really good fight. Let's do it again. I love the respect between the pair afterwards. I love the respect between Danny and Jack. That's what it's all about. They all go home healthy and happy to their families for Christmas, and we got a good night. Plenty of action, lots of stories. I thought Ed Hardy was brilliant. I thought Amar Akbar boxed really well. I thought Kieran Malloy boxed really well. We go again in 2025, and we can't wait.
So you said there about the two doctors coming into the ring, and it's something that you have never witnessed before. Is that something that kind of still motivates you to be in this boxing game, that there is just so many unpredictable situations that we are yet to witness?
Yeah, the guy that was fighting Kieran Malloy had his legs up in the corner. I don't know if you've seen that. There's certain things that just you keep coming back to, and the unpredictability of the sport. No one would have thought that a double cut would have finished things. Both probably were in no condition. Jack was terrible in his head. His eye was slightly marked as well. Danny's eye was all over the place. It's not why I keep coming back. I keep coming back because I love it, and I love fighters. And standing in the ring afterwards with Danny and Jack, and knowing how devastated they are, but how they can smile and have that respect, and go back to their families and friends. And it's a wonderful sport. It's a sport where you just you want to destroy the other guy, but then you want to hug him and take him for a beer afterwards. I mean, there's nothing like it. But it's in my blood, and it was great being ringside with Dave, particularly like working with Dave Caldwell. And Sonny Edwards is just fantastic. He's going to be brilliant as a pundit. Nick Pete, it was a good team tonight. Really enjoyed it, and I love the show, and it's always a good atmosphere at GBM shows, and hopefully everybody enjoyed it.
My final question, I was speaking to Izzy yesterday, and he said there was going to be some surprises. There certainly were 4 major surprises, massive GBM signings. What do you make of those?
Yeah, look, it's that was a really good moment for me. Shaq Pitters, we've already signed. Tycee Gallagher, I think, is a terrific fighter, and I'm really pleased. She's a mum. She's someone I really respect as well. I think she's terrific. Then you got Jimmy Joe Flint, who's who had the couple of wins over Campbell, and it's good to have him. He's obviously well supported. He's a popular guy, and it's lovely to have him on board. And of course Dante Dixon, who I saw a few weeks ago, and I had a long chat with him, and I just said, look, you've got so much talent. If you don't do this now, it's never going to happen, and you're going to regret it. So I'm really pleased that he looks like he wants to do it. Izzy's going to keep him busy, and he could be the the dark horse, the secret. He's a really good fighter, I think, but he's got to want it, and he's got to train really hard. So you got to have the dedication too. We know people who've had talent who've never sort of made it on, because of that lack of commitment. So Dante's got to do that. But four great names to add to the Shaquille Thompsons and everyone else for 2025. We're in a good place, and I've said to Izzy that I want 1 or 2 of those fighters in Riyadh season by the summer. That's the sort of aim, and I think we should achieve that.
Adam, thanks so much for your time.